Well. Looks like Dragon Ball Super has definitely hit the jackpot in this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super. They took a week off because of the new year, and what a way to come back into the new year of 2018. What a way to start off the new year with Universe 7 versus Universe 11. I've got to say, this episode was amazing. I had to watch this episode a few extra times because when I first watched it, it didn't have the subs. So I was just waiting for the subs to get released. The version when they had like the subtitles. So yeah, I was waiting for the subtitles to come out. So this episode was pretty good. This episode was surrounded around Goku and Vegeta going 2-on-1 with Jiren. Not 1-on-1, 2-on-1. But it was mostly Vegeta taking on Jiren, and Android 17 and Gohan were taking on the big muscle dude Toppo, and Frieza was getting smacked around by Dysbo, which I think is actually a bit of a surprise, because that is actually the first time in the entire Tournament of Power that Frieza has actually taken damage. Because I've watched the Tournament of Power long enough. I've watched every episode of the Tournament of Power, and I have never seen Frieza take any damage until today. Wow. Frieza's taken his first piece of damage in the Tournament of Power, and I gotta say, it was a bit of a surprise. It was a bit of a surprise for me. And the stands got changed because the big stands that were above, where all the gods sit, they made that smaller because most of the other universes are erased. And the Angel of Universe 6 actually starts talking for once. Vados. She starts talking. The Universe 11 Angel, the Harley Quinn lookalike, starts talking to Vados, saying, "Oh, are you on Universe 7's side?" And then Vados just says, since my Universe 6 are gone, I thought I might as well side with Universe 7. And the Universe 11 God, the Joker lookalike, is, I will say, he is very Joker-like. Well, he might not have the hair of the Joker, but he certainly looks like him through face, and and his antics. But it was a bit odd, and I find that pretty funny. I find that actually pretty funny that Universe 11's God and Angel are a reminiscent of the Joker and Harley Quinn from Batman. Well, Joker's from Batman, Harley Quinn's from Suicide Squad. So I kind of found that pretty funny how they actually represented them off of two characters off Marvel, which I thought that was pretty funny. So the episode kicks off with Goku and Jiren walking. Now, the one thing that I like about Frieza is that when they're standing in a row, because you see them standing in a row, and Frieza, like, everybody's looking at everybody, while Frieza just has his arm crossed and he's turning away like this. He has his arms crossed and he's turning away like that. It's like he just doesn't care. And then when they was zooming in on Goku and Jiren walking, Frieza still has his arms crossed, but then you see him slowly looking back at Goku as he's walking, which I found that pretty funny. So then after that, the thing is that Jiren is actually starting to talk a lot more, which I'm actually okay with. I'm okay with him talking a lot more, because then he started seeking questions on Goku while they were fighting. Because Jiren was asking Goku, why do you want to become stronger? And then Goku just says, I don't know, I just want to be stronger. So that was basically Goku's response. and then Vegeta eventually came into the fray, trying to fight Jiren, which was mostly what the episode was titled. Vegeta challenges the universe's strongest, which is Jiren. And I must say, the fights were actually really damn good. I really enjoyed it. I was a bit surprised that no one from Universe 7 got eliminated, because I was kind of expecting Android 17 to get eliminated. Well, I didn't think it was going to happen right away, but that was just my assumption, that I thought Android 17 was going to be eliminated next. Might be in the next episode, or I was thinking it could happen in this episode, or it might happen in the next episode. I was very surprised that he was still in this, all the way to the end of the episode. And what else happened? There was a good spot where Jiren was punching, and you see all these fists flying everywhere, and then Goku gets punched by it, and Vegeta watches, and he sees through Jiren's attack. As he sees all the fists flying, he sees through Jiren's attack. And then when Vegeta kept getting hit by Jiren and coming back, Jiren would then do the whole rapid punching. He'd do the rapid punching move, and then Vegeta would start moving side to side like this, and looking like he's doing Ultra Instinct, and then he'd punch Jiren right in the gut, and Jiren looks absolutely shocked. Looks absolutely shocked that Vegeta actually got a hit on him, and Vegeta actually got a couple blows on Jiren, and Goku was a bit shocked as well. And then you'd see Frieza doing death beams, as what it looks like, because that's basically Frieza's technique. You see him launching death beams at Dysbo, but Dysbo keeps running. And Frieza isn't getting annoyed. He's just taunting him like, it seems like all you do is run. And then Toppo, and then Gohan gives some detail on Toppo at 17, is that Gohan said Toppo was one of the guys that Goku versed in the exhibition. Be careful of his big hands. And then 17 says, right, gotcha. So those two fight Toppo, and eventually the fight continues on. Jiren does this blast, and it sends Vegeta flying, and it looks like Vegeta is about to be eliminated. But when it explodes, Vegeta is still on the stage, because if Vegeta was eliminated, he would have appeared on the thing, where people get dropped out, in the concession stands. That's basically what it is, where the eliminated fighters go, where the eliminated people go. But Vegeta wasn't eliminated. I was actually thinking there could have been a possibility of Vegeta being eliminated, but then at the same time I was thinking, but that seems a little too predictable though, because that's what in the back of my mind. I was like, well, they could chuck out Vegeta, but then I was thinking, nah, that'd just be too predictable and too easy. Like, they can't just get rid of Vegeta right away. I think that'll upset a lot of people in the Dragon Ball fandom if Jiren eliminates Vegeta right away. So Vegeta then gets angry, and he starts powering up his final flash, his final flash, and then Vegeta starts saying like, Goku can have his Ultra Instinct, I will beat you my own way. Because it looks like Vegeta doesn't care about Ultra Instinct, even though he was trying to do it before. But then Vegeta launches a huge final flash, and the thing that I liked about this specific scene, because if you go back to Dragon Ball Z, this was the same way that Vegeta did the final flash on Perfect Cell. Because Jiren provoked Vegeta's pride, and if Vegeta said to Jiren, he said, after what you just said, do you really want to dodge my attack? And then Jiren says, come. As in, well, in his Japan voice, he was going, koi. Like, come. So then he does the final flash, and then he blocks it. And then Vegeta looks like he defeated him. So I actually like this scene. It actually reminded me a lot of when Vegeta versed Perfect Cell in Dragon Ball Z. And he laughed, and the way he laughed was like how he was able to rip one of Cell's arms off in Dragon Ball Z as well with the final flash. But then Jiren, like a viper from out of nowhere, has his energy blast directly at Vegeta's gut, and then he says, "Your attack wasn't that bad," and then he puts him in this big energy attack, and then it blows up, and Vegeta is out cold, and you see Vegeta's eyes have turned grey, and it looks like that he's passed out for the time being, and that is how the episode ends, with only 8 minutes left in the Tournament of Power. I tell you what, this episode was a very interesting episode. Frieza tasting damage for the first time in the Tournament of Power, which I thought was pretty interesting. And we'll see what else happens with these fights in the next episode. So anyway guys, that is the end of this video, and I hope you all enjoyed this little review. I will be back later on in the day, because I do have a video in mind. I've actually got something on my mind that I want to talk about, and hopefully people can see where I'm coming from in this next video coming up. But that's if I can remember to do it. I might do it a little bit later on in the day, but yes, there is a video. I have got something in my brain that I want to talk about. So anyway guys, that is the end. That is the end of my Dragon Ball Super review. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hit that like button. Comment down below your thoughts on the episode. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And also hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload a video. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all in the next video. See you later, guys.